Welcome to the Property Code. I am Nick, and today we pare back the jargon and walk straight into the heart of understanding real estate investing in the United States of 2025. Online search bars glow with fresh phrases every night. How to invest in property, how to buy an investment home, best way to begin rental investing. The sheer volume of those questions tells us people still feel both hope and hesitation. To make the path tangible, I will follow the first 12 months of a newcomer named Caleb Morales, a 30-year-old logistics supervisor from San Antonio who decided that leaving his savings in a low-yield money market account was no longer an option. Caleb's journey began on a Tuesday lunch break when a pop-up ad led him to a fractional platform promising ownership in distant apartment complexes for sums smaller than the price of a mountain bike. Skeptical yet curious, he pulled up a search report that ranked real estate investing queries right beside how to invest in stocks and how to properly invest your money. He noticed the top real estate posts spoke less about flipping and more about cash flow, leverage, and technological tools that did not exist even 5 years ago. That list of questions became Caleb's syllabus. The first concept he conquered was the dual engine of return, income today and appreciation tomorrow. His mentor, a retired Air Force captain who owned 4 duplexes, called the two streams rent and equity snowball. Rent pays the mortgage. Equity sneaks up as the loan balance shrinks and neighborhood values climb. Unlike stock tickers that jump every second, property value moves slowly, but the mortgage amortizes like a quiet conveyor belt, working in the owner's favor each month. Caleb's next lesson addressed leverage. A bank will rarely lend 80% against a basket of tech stocks, but it will often do so on a brick house with a fenced yard. That means every $1 of Caleb's savings can command $5 of real property, multiplying gains and, of course, losses. In 2025, average 30-year fixed rates hover near 6%, higher than the memories of sub-3% loans, but still historically moderate. The captain showed Caleb a spreadsheet. A modest $180,000 bungalow, purchased with 20% down at 6% interest, could cash flow if rents exceed $1,600 and operating costs stay under half that figure. Small numbers, yet powerful once multiplied across years. Technology became Caleb's unexpected ally. He registered on an AI-driven marketplace that ranks zip codes by rental demand, climate resilience, and job growth forecasts, all updated weekly. The map flashed green around mid-sized metros where hybrid work has revived downtown loft districts, and around Sunbelt suburbs where builders cannot pour foundations fast enough. Caleb filtered for areas with school ratings above average, walk scores above 60, and flood risk below moderate. One neighborhood 10 miles east of Austin lit up like a beacon. Before setting foot there, he tackled another frequent search query: what is investment and how to invest step by step. He rehearsed the 4 pillars the captain repeated: acquisition math, financing terms, management plan, exit strategy. Acquisition math meant walking 3 comparables within half a mile and adjusting for square footage, bedroom count, and renovation level. Financing terms required calling 3 lenders, comparing origination fees, and asking about rate buydowns that sellers might fund in a cooling market. Management plan meant interviewing 2 local property managers and testing their tech stacks. One used a legacy portal, the other integrated smart locks, rent insurance, and predictive maintenance. Exit strategy involved picturing at least 2 ways out: refinance and hold, or sell to owner-occupants after cosmetic upgrades.
With that framework, Caleb visited Austin Eastside on a brisk February morning. The first property, a pale yellow ranch, felt perfect until he noticed 6 similar homes for sale on the same street. Oversupply hurts rents. The second, a cedar-trimmed duplex, had solar panels installed on a municipal rebate program. Its owner accepted a contingency offer at $175,000, just below median. Caleb ran the numbers on his phone, projected rent for each side $1,400, less 10% vacancy, less 35% for expenses, left about $1,800 annual free cash before debt. Mortgage on $140,000 at 6% equals about $10,000 yearly. Initial cash flow 0, but depreciation would offset taxable income and rents historically rose 3% each year. Captain nodded. Break even today can still be great tomorrow if appreciation and principal paydown perform their slow duet. Caleb submitted an offer at $168,000 with a seller credit equal to 2 points for rate buydown. The seller countered at 171 and they shook hands. During inspection, a slab leak surfaced. Rather than walk away, Caleb negotiated a $3,000 price drop and a 1-year home warranty. He closed with $15,000 out of pocket after the state down payment assistance program chipped in $5,000.
Owning brought fresh vocabulary. Cash-on-cash return measured annual cash flow divided by cash invested. In month 4, after both units stabilized, Caleb pocketed $160 a month. That is roughly $1,200 annual, or 8% on $15,000 invested, not counting paydown and appreciation. A friend teased him that an 8% dividend stock could do the same without broken faucets. Caleb smiled, knowing that in year 2, rent rises could push that percent into double digits while the mortgage principal marched downward. He also learned the risk side. A hailstorm shredded roof shingles before he built a full reserve, forcing him to dip into an emergency line of credit. Insurance refunded most costs, yet the scare reinforced the golden rule of reserves. Keep at least 3 months of expenses liquid, 6 if self-managing. He automated weekly transfers into a high-yield savings sub-account labeled roof and water heater, because problems never announce themselves politely. By autumn, Caleb explored scaling through fractional syndications, echoing another rising search topic: how to use AI for real estate investing. He joined a tokenized fund that buys workforce housing in transit corridors. Minimum entry $5,000, quarterly distributions, forecast at 7%, plus upside at sale. He treated that position like a real estate-flavored stock, liquid compared to his duplex, yet anchored to bricks rather than silicon sentiment. Where does that leave someone listening today? Begin by defining why. Cash flow for bills, equity for net worth, or hedging against inflation. Study leverage. Understand that borrowing magnifies both joy and pain. Use AI mapping to identify demand corridors, but walk the block before any offer. Assemble a team before you need them. Lender, inspector, property manager, handyman. Save a reserve, and then never rate it carelessly. Finally, remember that real estate cycles run long. Patience converts small monthly gains into compounding equity, the quiet mill that produces real wealth while headlines distract. As 2025 unfolds, trends favor investors who pair data-driven tools with human insight. Climate disclosures push insurers and lenders to reward resilient builds. Municipalities court moderate income housing with tax abatements. Fractional platforms lower the entry barrier but never remove the need to underwrite. And interest rates may drift but seldom vanish. So creative financing, seller credits, assumable loans, green upgrade rebates remains king. Leela, Caleb, Sabrina, and the captain each began with one property or one share. Whether you start by buying a duplex, investing through a real estate investment trust inside your retirement plan, or placing a small chip into a crowdfunding fund, the same pillars apply. Study markets, run conservative numbers, protect reserves, and think in decades, not days. Understanding real estate investing is not mastering arcane formulas. It's aligning daily actions with clear goals and using today's technology to make yesterday's barriers obsolete. Thank you for spending this time with the Property Code. If today's story helped clarify the road from curiosity to confidence, share the episode with one friend searching late at night for how to invest in property. Subscribe and leave a review. Until next time, stay strategic and keep building your future one informed decision at a time.